to On the Town. I'm Lorraine Jewett, filling in for John Cadis on this wonderful Thursday. My guests today are Melisa Mistler and Joan Lehman. They are on the leadership team of the Relay for Life, supporting the American Cancer Society. And we are brunching today at Sereno's. How was your lunch, Melisa?
I have the same thing every time because it's just so wonderful. It was the salmon with the Caesar salad, and it was perfect.
All right. And Joan, how'd you love your lunch?
Oh, it was great. Chicken salad. Love that chicken.
All right. So Relay for Life coming up on Saturday.
I know, it's just 2 days away. Saturday, June 4th, we'll be at the Sierra College campus here in Grass Valley. It is so beautiful. They call it the upper campus because there's little ponds, and the walkway around the ponds is a quarter of a mile track, so it's going to just be perfect. It will be a hot day, but we do have shade. We're handing out water, and there's going to be just so much fun happening. So the entire community is invited. And at 9 a.m., the survivors are coming for a free breakfast. So if any of your audience right now is listening who's ever been diagnosed with cancer, whether it was yesterday or 25 years ago, we want to celebrate you. And so the breakfast is at 9 a.m. The coffee is provided by What's Up Coffee, Angie Buse. And then the breakfast is provided by Shelley of Shelley Smart Shopper. And so they're going to have a little tent out there. And then opening ceremonies start with Marty Caldwell at 10 a.m.
And she is your keynote speaker?
She is our morning keynote speaker for the opening ceremonies, and she has had a brain tumor, so she does have an experience that she wants to share. And then we have two doctors coming to provide medals for the survivors that want to walk across the stage to receive that medal. They don't have to tell their story if they don't want to, but we do want to celebrate with them. And so that's Dr. Melissa Agnes of Insight Imaging and Dr. David Cross, who's in the radiation oncology from Sierra Nevada Medical Hospital's Cancer Center. So it's a full morning.
Well, okay, so explain the concept of the Relay for Life.
The Relay for Life is originally a 24-hour event, and they say because cancer never sleeps. Well, as we're gearing back up for our local relay, we're going to do 12 hours. So we are starting relay at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have 14 teams that will each have a campsite around the ponds. And so you just walk laps, visit the different campsites. There's fundraisers at each campsite, as well as games, raffles, and so much to do. But later on in the day, we'll have an ice cream social, and Diana Helms is the keynote speaker during that time at 2 p.m. And Joyce Stogner of Party Time has come up with 5 different games and all these prizes just to keep it active for everyone. And she's even brought in Ray the Clown, who is making balloon animals for the kids. So there's just something for everyone all day long. It's just a really wonderful experience to bring awareness to the different treatment options and benefits that the American Cancer Society provides for everyone year-round.
Joan.
Hi. I just wanted to say one of the objections that I've heard around town in not participating in Relay is because it's not local. But
meaning the funds are not spent.
Correct, but they are spent locally because anybody with cancer typically goes to the cancer center at Sierra Nevada Memorial, and the treatments there have all been developed through research. And no, we don't have a research facility here, but the research does benefit all the cancer victims, and that's the important thing. Plus, we have other local programs such as the Look Good, Feel Better program. They provide funds for traveling to out-of-area treatments and just much, much more. And you come to the event and you can find out exactly all the local benefits.
So it sounds like you've asked someone to make a donation. They said no because the money isn't spent locally?
Actually, I've never gotten a no myself. Everybody says yes to me, so maybe I'm just they think I'm nice. I don't know. But in any case, I have heard that those objections from several people who have participated in the past.
So how is the money actually raised? It's a pledge kind of deal, isn't it?
Each team, the 14 teams that we'll have as campsites, will have a fundraiser happening at their site. So my business, M3 Mall, will have a campsite. And so all of our royal court, our beauty queens, will be there in their formals, their crown and sash. And then what we are selling as the fundraiser is an experience. Come have a formal coronation with us. So survivors have a special survivor's crown, but we have crowns for guys and gals of all ages. So you're going to walk the red carpet and be crowned by a queen so that you will be the relay princess or king of the day with a great sash. At the Tapestry Networks booth, which is right next to mine, Joyce Stogner is selling the different theme lap ideas, like the different hats and western wear and luau, the stuff that they're doing throughout the day. So if you start walking around all 14 tents, there's a fundraiser all the way around. But leading up to this event, we've all been asking for different ways to raise funds, and this is where the really great news is. Last year's Relay for Life, when they were totally done, came out to almost $7,000 raised. We haven't even started yet, and we're over $14,000, so we've doubled it. So, I mean, we're really excited going into this event in 2 days, having raised the funds ahead of time. And the way that we did that is we sold $100 business card ads for the program. A few of us have been out flocking Friends, which is a flamingo flock that for $25 you can pick where the flamingo flock lands, and you can pay $5 to find out who flocked you. So we will be continuing our through August when the relay fundraiser ends for this year. So there's just so many different ways to give and a lot of fun activities.
Well, I'm totally off base then. I thought it was like you people say, I'll give you $1 for every lap you make. It has nothing to do with the actual walking or relay.
No, it doesn't. There is one of the teams that are selling beads for a bracelet or a necklace, that every time you walk a lap you get a bead for your bracelet, but there's nobody tracking it for the income.
Okay, so Joan, what's your booth? Or I guess it's a campsite, sorry.
Okay, well, Century 21 Davis Realty here in town is sponsoring my team. So our booth will have a lot of decorations, and we're promoting the 800 number, which is another local service that American Cancer Society provides. The 800 number people can call 24/7. They can get information on treatment, on reimbursement for things, on just about everything, because if you've never gone through cancer, you just really don't know what to expect, and there's many, many things, insurance, just so many things that you wouldn't even think of until you have to go through it or a family member goes through it. So the 800 number is really important, and that's what we're promoting, and we'll have all the information on that. And we'll be selling carnations or some kind of flower. I just got them donated yesterday by Grass Valley Florist. Thank you very much. And we're going to be selling those to put in the luminarias or to honor a loved one.
Welcome back to On the Town, and we're going to pick up where we left off. So, yeah, what's that phone number, Joan?
Thanks to Google, I have it now. 800-333-9511. You can call that 24/7 for any information that you'd like to know about the American Cancer Society.
And what about a phone number for the local Relay for Life, Melisa?
Our local event chairperson, her name is Karen, that's Caron, and her number is 916-717-1351. And for those people that really like Facebook, we do have a Relay for Life Nevada County Facebook page, and we're posting on there several times a day with information.
Excellent. Now, how did you two get involved in this event?
Well, I was fortunate enough to be introduced to Relay for Life about 10 years ago, and I've been relaying in Merced, Roseville, Citrus Heights, and then more recently Nevada County. And I'm always involved with fundraisers, so it was learning more about what was going on. And I was so touched by the event. I've always been part of a team or a team captain. This is my first year on the event leadership team. I have never done that before. I'm not certain I'm doing it again. But I do love the actual Relay for Life premise, what we're raising funds for, and what the event does. Both of my grandmothers died of breast cancer at a young age, and my mom's best friend, Mary Gallagher, died of cancer as well. And when I was about 5 years old, my mom and I were the caregiver for Mary Gallagher, and I think that's what really started me into a caregiving mode, was understanding how important the small steps in caregiving really is. And then my most recent story is combined with Joan's story. One of my very closest friends just recently passed away from cancer, and that was Joan's daughter, Wendy. So I think Joan should take over on that one.
Joan.
Okay, well, my oldest daughter, Wendy, in 2009, when she was 40 years old, was diagnosed with cancer, and she was diagnosed as terminal. The hospital here did a great job. She went through chemo, and she had a really good about 20 months before it stopped working, and in 2011 she passed away. But later that year, Melisa took me to the Relay for Life, and oh man, I cried through the whole thing, of course, but I realized that this was such a great event and such a great fundraiser for cancer, because I'll tell you, if you've ever had anybody that you love or know pass away from cancer, you want a cure, and it takes money for a cure. So that's what I decided to do, is get involved with the Relay. First couple of years I just donated money, and then and got on a team. And then this year, I got on the leadership team, and it's a lot of work, but we're trying to build this event back up, because at the top of the event in Nevada County in 2005, we raised over $200,000 in this community, and I'd like to see that happen again. So we're on our way. We're getting back there, and we need to raise money. So come to our event and donate.
And that's on Saturday. Now, from $200,000 to not even having an event, was it 2-3 years ago?
Right. So just a couple of years ago, they were unable to have an event at all. And so it comes down to it's fully volunteer run. So when you look at the different organizations to donate time or money to, we always want to make sure that we're donating to the ones where the most money is doing the most good. And Relay for Life is 100% volunteer run. And so trying to find volunteers that are going to work full time on an event isn't easy to do. But somebody like Joan, who has a passion, has a reason, felt the experience of the event, those are the types of people that we're looking for. But Joan has a full-time job too. So I mean, there's so much to the event, because it is fundraising all the way up, and then putting on a 24-hour event with entertainment and stage and recognition and so much more. I mean, there's a lot to it. But anybody that's hearing this message right now, I would just strongly encourage them at any point in time on Saturday between 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. to come to the Sierra College campus here in Grass Valley, just to find out more about what Relay is, because there's so much to experience. Just as Joan said, going out there, I mean, it brought tears to her eyes, because there is something for caregivers. There is something for the family. There's just outreach there and information and ways to help, and so many people that are fighting the same cause that you have a belief in. And so something that Joan mentioned earlier was the luminary. That is an evening time event where people purchase a $10 bag. They get to color somebody's name on it that they're honoring or doing in memory of, that's either fighting cancer or already lost the battle to cancer. And so several places around town are selling those bags right now, and they'll decorate them for you, or you can come that day. And then they light them up around the track at night when it's dark, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And we have, soft music playing in the background, and it's a remembrance time for those loved ones that we're doing this relay for. It's amazing.
Wow, a lot going on Saturday. Again, how can they get in touch if people want more information? Maybe it's something we haven't covered, or they have a question?
Well, for sure, they can just come out. They won't be turned away. But between now and Saturday, if they want to reach me, I'm on Facebook, Melisa Mistler. Karen is our event chair, and her number is 916-717-1351. Or Facebook is Relay for Life, Nevada County.
All right. Well, I want to thank you both for sharing your stories and promoting this wonderful event. That's Melisa Mistler and Joan Lehman. Both of them are on the Relay for Life American Cancer Society fundraiser this Saturday at Sierra College. They're on the leadership team. So thank you for all your hard work going into this and your passion for the cause.